Man is fighting for his life after a motorcycle crash last night in West Fargo. North Dakota Highway Patrol says that crash happened in the 3400 block of Cheyenne Street West shortly before 9:30 p.m. The man allegedly drove his motorcycle over the curb and into the grassy median before hitting a light pole. The driver thrown from the motorcycle and taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. State Patrol says that driver was not wearing a helmet at the time of the crash, and charges against him are under investigation.